What's up, team? Due to popular demand, I'll be doing an overview of Outlaw, even though I'm not as familiar with it as I am with Sub, but I know a few things, so let's get to it. First, we have Adrenaline Rush, which is basically the same, but increase your attack speed too. Actually, does it increase it on live servers? Oh, just increase your energy regeneration rate by 100% and your attack speed by 20% for 15 seconds. While Adrenaline Rush is active, the global cooldown on most of your energy consumers is reduced by 0.2 seconds. So, basically spam damage. It's okay. Ambush is ambush. It still has the tooltip for dagger equipped, which is kind of irrelevant. Between the eyes, this is the new kidney shot, but it's ranged. And it's 5 seconds instead of 6. And also it does damage. A little bit of damage, but it does some damage. Just consider it a ranged kidney shot. Critical strikes with this ability deal 4 times normal damage. Huh. Where's that? Blade Flurry is Blade Flurry. Bribe, that's like a PV one. I have it bound. I haven't been able to use it. I don't know if it's bugged or something. Bribe a non-player humanoid target with fool's gold, convincing it to fight for you for 1 minute. Cheap shot is cheap shot. Nothing has changed. Actually, it's 40 energy. Cloak of Shadows is Cloak of Shadows. Crimson Vial is the same one. It's like recuperate, but better in a way and worse in a way. Distract is distract. Extraction point, that's like the Hearthstone for hulls, for class hulls. Feint is feint. Gouge is gouge. Actually, it gives you a combo point, so yay. And it's only 25 energy. Grappling hook, that's a new one. That's kind of like Shadow Step, but yeah, you can kind of choose. More like Heroic Leap, I guess. And it has a slower animation. It's cool. Kick is kick. Killing spree is killing spree. Parley, I took the talent. I'll go through the talents later. Picklock, picklock. Pointless, pointless. Pistol shot, that's a filler. That's like you're not really gonna use it unless you get the proc for it to make it free. I guess you want the slow, maybe sometimes. I don't know. It feels like you only use it as a filler when you get the proc to make it free because you're so energy starved. Repulse, that's like an enhanced evasion. It's an evasion and I guess what was it called? Retaliation 0-in-1. If you remember retaliation for warriors, what it used, this is the same thing. Well active, each time you parry an attack, you will repulse the target for some damage. And cannot occur more often than once per 1 second. Run through, that's an eviscerate. That's basically an eviscerate. It's just called run through. It has increased range. I'm not sure what that means. Increased range. Can I use it from? I don't know. I guess it's bugged. Oh well. Saber Slash, that's Sinister Strike, and Saber Slash has a 50% chance to strike an additional time, granting additional damage and combo point and making your next pistol shot free, what I was talking about. Slice and Dice, I'll go through it. Sprint is sprint, same thing. Stealth is stealth, vanish is vanish. combat potency is the same one. Your offhand attacks have a chance to generate 15 energy, and solar weapons have a higher chance, but that doesn't matter because you're pretty much stuck with those two. Fleet-footed, I think I took a talent for it. No, apparently not. Well, that's passive, I guess. You have more move speed. That's talent. That's another passive. This is the mastery one that makes your main attacks have a chance to trigger an attack with your offhand that deals some damage. So the same one it is right now. Ruthlessness, your finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point spent to grant a combo point, which is the same it is right now. You no longer have a penalty to hitting your auto attacks due to dual wielding. So I think we still have it. And that's talent that I'm gonna go through. Anything worth noticing? Nope. So the talents. You have Ghostly Strike. Strike an enemy with your cursed weapon, dealing some damage, awarding 1 common point, and causing the target to take 10% increased damage from your abilities for 10 seconds. 15 seconds. Well, it does no damage. It does less damage than Sinister Strike, but I guess it kind of increases your damage, so there's that. I don't know, because the next one is so good. Swordmaster Saber Slash has an additional 15% chance to trigger a second instant free Saber Slash, which is pretty good. Quick draw, free use of pistol shot grant by Saber Slash now generate one additional combo point and deal 50% increased damage. But the damage is so low, I don't think it matters. So the increased damage is 3k. That's less than Sinister Strike. Let me hit something that's 85. Am I gonna? Okay, that's. Well, we can compare it somehow. Not ideal. Do we not have a dungeon one? Apparently not. Well, that we'll have to do. It has no damage. But that's irrelevant because the numbers are gonna change because it's alpha. That's what the Dolan does. When it gets, you know, properly tuned, we'll find out which one is best. Grappling Hook is the Shadow Step talent I showed you earlier. Kind of a Shadow Step talent. Acrobatic Strikes that increases the range of your auto attacks. Okay. I don't know if that's useful at all ever. And this is increased move speed again. I wonder if it stacks with your current one. So I'm at 115, 130? No? Oh, it's on cooldown. 130? Yeah, it does. You become pretty speedy. Not bad. Deeper Stratagem does the same for sub. If you remember it. I think this tree is the same. I don't think that the combo points are gonna be, or the finishing moves are gonna be very useful for combat. I might be wrong. I think the auto attacks are gonna be kind of what you want. You kind of want more energy, more energy regen, so you can spam your Sinister Strikes. Obviously. Iron Stomach that increases the healing of your Crimson Vial. And Health Stone and Potions, but yeah, whatever. Crimson Vial. Elusiveness is the same it is right now on live servers, but with the suggested nerf that I suggested a long time ago, that when you take the talent, Feint no longer has a 50% AoE, but only 30% from physical sources, which I think is how it works, but the tooltip is not changed. Cheat Death is Cheat Death, still useless. Okay, this tree is kind of useless for combat. Gouge and blind no longer cost energy and no longer break from damage over time, and you don't have a single ability that does damage over time as combat. At least I can't find one. You don't have any damage over time effects. So that's completely useless. And this one is enemy disabled by your gouge or blind take 10% increased damage from all sources, and both of those break on damage. So I don't know. And then you have Parley, which is the only usable one. Pacifies the target who is forced to negotiate instead of fighting for 5 minutes. Only works on humanoids. Yeah, any damage caused will break the peace. Limit one target. I think that's basically an improved blind, and it replaces blind. I don't know if it's usable in PvP. There's no one to PvP. This tree, alacrity is the same one as for sub. Haste on finishing moves, stacking up to 25 times. Killing spree is the same thing. Killing spree and cannon barrage. That's like a new ability that does AoE damage. You can still use your abilities. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does, and it slows by 50% for 1.5 seconds. I don't think it's that good. Killing spree is just better. But oh well, maybe. It looks kind of cool. And then the last one is Slice and Dice, Mark for Death, and Death from Above. So this one, it replaces Roll the Bones, which used to be a talent and now it's not. So now it's just... Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. I guess I can put it on the place of rupture. Mark for Death is Mark for Death, and Death from Above is Death from Above. So... Roll the Bones, finishing move that rolls the dice of fate, providing a random combat enhancement lasts longer per combo point. So what I remember, there used to be a few enhancements. It was crit, like 40 or 50% crit, some haste, some mastery, and 40% flat damage increase. I can just spend some time and proc all of them. So this one is crit, 25%. I think they nerfed it. Is Slice and Dice still usable? No. Okay. So you have increased current and maximum health by 1% every 1 second. That's new. For how long? And haste. What's true bearing? What is this? Is this Roll the Bones? No, it's not. Oh, it was Roll the Bones. So it has two effects. Attack speed increased by 25%, and finishers reduce the remaining cooldown on Adrenaline Rush and Sprint by 20 seconds per combo. I'm sorry, what? I think it's just a tooltip bug. It's not 20 seconds, it's less than 20 seconds. It's like 10 seconds. It's 10 or 15. Okay. This one is crit again and nothing else. It's interesting. I don't remember it like this. This one is extra combo point, which I think is the worst one actually. It's gonna take a while to proc all of them. That's why you need Swordmaster to make 3 pistol shots. Okay, haste 25%. I think I went through all of them, no? And now I have Grand Melee again. I'm not sure how these buffs proc. Or this one, increase current maximum health by some percent. And nothing else. I didn't gain a random. It's kind of broken at the moment, but you kind of get the point. I think the only one I didn't proc is the mastery one. For the sake of being faster, I'm just gonna hit the lower dummy. Haste again. That's a crit one. I didn't proc anything else. Anyways, I think we had enough of that. Oh yeah, weapon. That's the last thing. So the tree, I'm not sure. I think it changed a little bit since the last time I played combat. I mean Outlaw. So you have the ability, the weapon ability. Invoke the curse of something, whatever. Each saber slash to fill your combos. Basically, you get 5 combo points every time you use saber slash, which is sinister strike, but you sacrifice health. So this is how it works. Sinister strike, eviscerate. Sinister strike, eviscerate. Sinister strike, eviscerate. But I took some damage. So that's the weapon proc. Or the weapon used. The proc is chance on using a finishing move to cause Dreadblade's fate, increase the damage pistol shot and saber slash does to the target by 100% for 12 seconds. And it stacks. If you saw the buff, it kinda stacks for a few times. You have Shady Dealer, reduce the cooldown of Bribe. Kind of, you know, whatever. Face Thirst, increase the damage of run through by 3%. That's cool damage. Reduce the cooldown for Drain and Rush by 10%. That's cool damage. When you successfully ambush a target, your next saber slash will be guaranteed to strike a second time. So it procs the passive automatically. So that's cool. Or not actually. It's just gonna do double damage. Or it's gonna proc twice. Okay. When you use run through, the dread blaze occasionally cause you to perform an additional attack against all enemies within 5 yards, causing some damage and healing you for some number. Isn't that gonna break CC? Even if you don't want to? Because it's random? Occasionally? I don't know about that. Deception sprint automatically activates feint. Well, that would mean something if feint wasn't like 5 seconds long. And sprint is 1 minute. I guess that's cool. When you use Cloak of Shadows, the Dread Blaze will heal you for 2% of your maximum health for each effect immediately cleared, as well as any effects resisted during its duration. And I assume it has 3 ranks, so it's gonna be 2, 4, or 2, 3, 4. Yeah, something like that. Blur time, while Adrenaline Rush is active, all of your abilities recharge 200% faster. Now that's godly. Especially combined with the roll of bones one. That every time you eviscerate, it kind of rewinds your Adrenaline Rush. That's pretty godly. I think that's what you have to rush. You do like a saber slash damage increase, you take this route. And then combat potency, and then reduces the energy regeneration penalty of Blade Flurry. Or you can take the cloak one for PvP. I guess this is gonna be the route. When the game releases, this is what people are gonna do. Because apparently you can take all of them at some point. but it's gonna take a while. You have to make it the most efficient. Reduces the energy cost of your finishing moves by 2. That's good. That's damage. When you perform a second strike with Saber Slash, so you know the passive of Saber Slash, your next pistol shot may be replaced with a blunderbuss that shoots a ball of shrapnel at the target, dealing greatly increased damage. And if that works with this one, which increases 50% more damage, we might be looking at some pretty good numbers. And then you have Pistol Shot has a 3% increased crit chance, and while Riposte is active, all parry attacks generate a combo point, which is Riposte is evasion. That's okay. Not bad at all. And yeah, that's it. I don't have any relics or anything because I don't really play Outlaw. PvP is still not enabled. And yeah, that sums it up, I think. If I forgot something, you will most likely let me know. I don't go in details for PvP on purpose or the damage of some abilities because it's just alpha and it's gonna change, and PvP is not even enabled, and the PvP talents are not even enabled, so it would be just irrelevant information. That's why I say some damage and some duration, because everything is probably gonna change, or at least most things, not everything. And yeah, that's it. That's Outlaw Rogue.